got a big party to go to on Friday, so we're going to build a headdress.
So check this out. There's an internal frame that you can buy that's kind of a repair part for the inside of a welding helmet. And this frame makes it really easy to attach things like antlers onto your headdress and have them be relatively strong because you need, something substantial to attach that to. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put these on there, and then there's going to be little ears that come out, and then the whole thing gets covered up with this fabric thing that I found that's really easy to just kind of cover the thing up and makes it look cute. And there's this little thing here. And yeah, so we're going to wrangle this in the next 10 minutes if I can pull that off and show you how to do it. Got the horns cut down and put in position. I ended up using a Dremel tool to shape this so it fits in this pocket. And then I screwed it on with a couple little screws around the edges. And that's because I need to be able to take the horns off. So when I put the scarf over the top, I can put these through the hole I cut in the scarf because otherwise it won't, fit over the top. But pretty nice, pretty symmetrical. We're on our way. And another thing is when it's starting to get finished, we're going to put JB Weld putty inside these pockets right here. I don't know if we'll put it around, maybe might put it around this edge right here, but we want to make sure that this thing is nice and strong because it's going to get yanked. I've got the headscarf on now. Basically just spray adhesived it on and then screw the antlers in. And like I said, put some JB Weld right in here. And then I actually sewed on this crown across the front. You just get some heavy white thread and just sew it down through some holes you drill in the plastic band in the front. And when that's all done, I'm going to use this little skull cap that's going to spray adhesive up inside here so it's really comfortable. And the next step is to add, we're going to put some ears on here and then maybe glue some, some fake flowers around the back or something like that. So just make it look arty. But yeah, coming together, looking pretty good. Boom, boom, boom. All done. Well, I'm going to show you how I did all this. It's a lot of hand sewing, but we've got patience, right? Let's start with the ears. So the ears are on here nice and strong. I mean, they're not, they're on there good. And the way I did that was I took a piece of coat hanger wire and run it along the top, and there's a little hook you want to turn here so there's not a pointy thing that sticks out. And then you want to come down and then do a little 90 and drill a hole in the side of the antler and JB Weld that thing in there and let it sit overnight. So you can bend it and make them both symmetrical because you can see how they're nice and symmetrical. And then what you do is you take this adhesive back foam material and you cut it out in a shape and fold it over on the top to grab the wire. And then I used a second layer of spray adhesive, and you adhesive this fur onto the front of it. Put a little extra long strands at the end here. And when you cut this fur, if you want it to be fuzzy on the edge, you have to get the grain facing the right way on the fur. So it fuzzes, and then you have to cut it from behind without cutting the filaments. So that's important. And then once you've got the shape nice, what I did was I spray adhesived a piece of felt inside here to give me something to sew to. And you can see how I sewed this down. So it's nice and tight. It's not going to rip out. So that's important. And like I said earlier, I just sewed this crown down with some heavy thread, and it's on there nice and good. And then as we go around, I put this trim that actually came with this headdress, but it was in a different place. But I put it all the way up around the horn and sewed it down all the way around the edge to give it a nice look. And then I added these just fake carnation things, and that gives it kind of a mythic kind of look to it. And the way I sew these down is I take a little plastic piece and just drill 2 holes in it, like a little button, and stick it inside and sew down through it a couple times through, and that ain't gonna go nowhere. And then, like I said earlier, I put this skull cap inside. So you spray a bunch of spray adhesive on, and then start when you're sticking it down, stick down the front edge first, so it's nice and goes where it belongs, and then you work it down into the inside and stick it down the rest of the way. And then what's nice about this, like I said earlier, is it's this welding helmet thing. So there's this knob that actually sits behind here. So depending on who's wearing it, you can adjust it quite a bit because this fabric will stretch. And even at the top, there's a little adjustment to let it sit, at the right height on your head. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Like and follow, and you'll see me wearing this at the big party with the rest of my outfit. So yeah, have fun. It's pretty impressive when you put it together with some other stuff. Good luck. Boom.